Hello and welcome to another Player 2 Plays. My name is Shaun and today I'm going to be taking a look at Valheim, the surprising smash hit indie survival game that is currently in early access on Steam and basically has you running around sort of a Viking limbo trying to earn your way into Valhalla. So unfortunately, the game doesn't give you a lot of information when you first start out, so there's a lot of things that can be quite confusing. Fortunately, I've already gone through and played a reasonable amount, so I know what to do to get started. So, you know, this video will help players that have decided to jump into Valheim to at least get themselves started and you know, maybe help them survive, and depending how fast we get through this, maybe even get to the first boss. So I'll just no. Okay. Now, of course, every world is procedurally generated, so the world that you're brought into will not necessarily be the same that your friends will, but the good thing is there is multiplayer capabilities. Always good bringing up coming down in a storm. So I'm assuming this is their interpretation of a Valkyrie. Alrighty, we're coming down for the landing. Alright, now when you do start a game, you're always going to get dropped into this area. So you can see there on the map, that's the path that I've come in, and that's literally all I know. And there's a fair amount of world to explore. So alrighty. Yeah, he's going to want me to talk, blah, blah, blah. Alright, so, as with a lot of survival things, the first thing you're going to need is some tools. So, let's punch down one of these small trees. At least the rain has stopped. Alright, there we go. So, the crafting recipe. These guys are called Greylings. They're more of an annoyance than anything else at the moment. I wish I'd actually had the time to just build a club first, but there we go. He's dead. He's down. So alright. So alright, we'll talk to him, get this stuff out of the way, blah blah blah. Oh, stone. Trying to remember. See, I can't even remember how I craft. Wait, there we go. Alright, so stone axe needs 5 wood and 4 stone. So I've still got to do some more destruction of small trees. Get used to cutting down trees. I have engaged in quite a bit of deforestation thus far in my main world, so because it is needed. Come on. Okay, how much we got there? Alright, I got 7. That's enough. Oh, another one of these guys. Bugger off. Oh, but I need that bit of stone behind you. There we go. Alright. Get that. How much stone did I need for my axe? 4, so I need 1 more. Something over here. Oh, that's just some resin. Come on. It's always the way that when you want to find stone, you cannot find a stone. Oh, there's some wild boars. We will kill them later for a food source and for some leather for crafting. But first and foremost, I need some more stone to make an axe. There we go. Alright, so now I can build an axe. Oh, good, and I've got enough wood to build a club, so we'll do that as well. Alrighty, so now I can cut down wood a whole lot more effectively. Okay. Now we're finding plenty of stone. Now when they're buried in the ground, you do have to hit them with the button to make them pop up a bit. Alright, raspberries. Cool, alright. So now we have ourselves a little bit of a food source. Okay, the bird wants me again, so let's just see what he says. Yep, consume the snacks. Boom. There we go. And now, as you can see, my stamina bar has gotten bigger, and I can now also, my health will regenerate to higher than what the standard was. So when you combine that with cooked meat and like cooked meat, there's some other creatures called necks that you can kill, and they'll drop a neck tail. We combine all three, you just have a dramatic amount of health and stamina to use, which does make it easy. It doesn't really make it easy, but it does make it a lot better for the farming of gear of resources, because you will be doing a lot of farming. So if you're the sort of person that loves the busy work of well, there we go, some mushrooms, that loves the busy work of survival games, of just, you know, crafting out and building, base building and everything, and farming, then you will definitely have a lot of fun here. Okay, so alright, so this has not led me anywhere. Let's go this way a bit. Alright, now as you can see, there's a little arrow on my map in the top right corner there. That arrow is actually very handy for you, because later on when we're crafting a bow and we're trying to hunt deer, that is the wind direction. And the deer are extremely skittish, so you want to get used to, you know, shooting them from a distance, but also when you go hunting, make sure you're upwind of them so they don't know you're coming and start running off, because when they're moving, it's a lot harder to shoot them. Ooh, okay, so we found a hut. Oh, that's a beehive. Let's see if I can get lucky. Oh, come on. Damn it. No. Alright. Okay, I was hoping to destroy that and survive. I'll destroy that and get a queen bee to make a hive. Okay, that's not the thing I'm looking for. So we're looking for a runestone that's going to basically point us to where the first boss is. The first boss is called, well, I can't really pronounce it, but it's this gigantic deer that has electricity shooting off its horns. It's very metal, the fight. You know, it's got a rockin' soundtrack as well, so it's pretty cool. Hopefully we'll get there. Just got to see how we go. It all comes down to getting a little bit lucky, finding the resources that I need, finding the stone. See, I'm gonna have to I've got to be able to actually hunt some deer in order to summon the first boss. So I'm gonna need to get myself a bow. All right, nice big meadow area. See, these meadow areas are pretty cool. Meadows are generally, the meadow biomes are where you generally have a lot more of a peaceful time. You'll find the boars and deers more in these areas than, well, at least in the second biome, which is where I'm up to in my main world. I'm not having much luck with finding an adequate place to set up. I was hoping to, you know, come across a water source and be able to, you know, get some flint, which would definitely make acquiring better stuff and resources a lot easier. That looks like a hut down there, so maybe we'll just use that to set up. Now if you look down in the left corner, you can see that my little raspberry thing is it's flashing. So that means it's basically about to lose its effectiveness, and well, so I'm gonna want to eat another one to buff up my stamina a bit more. I wonder if I can combine. Oh, okay, that's something I didn't realize. I can combine multiple of these scrounge things. So there we go. So now I've got even more stamina. See, I'm still learning new stuff. Alrighty. Alright, cool. This is a little shack. Alright. What I'm thinking I'll do... Let's craft a hammer. Your hammer is your building tool, and that's what's going to allow you to build all kinds of stuff. Alright, and the first thing... first thing you want to build is a workbench, because that's what's going to allow you to build and do absolutely, well, everything pretty much. So without that workbench, you're not doing very much of anything at all. So I'm going to fix this up a bit. Oh, hello you. Boom. Get out of my hut. This is my house now. Shut that door. Alright. Now, what I might actually do, I'm going to break that down. One of the very useful things in this game, at least while it's in early access, it might change once the game exits early access, but at least for the moment, whenever you break something down, you get the entirety of the resources back. So, alright, I need some more wood. So, luckily we've got some small trees out here. So, if you put something in the wrong spot at the moment, it's not a big deal. You just... you can just break it down and rebuild it. I am hoping that eventually they'll give us the opportunity to move things, to move objects, but it's just going to be a wait and see thing. And fine, all right, yep. Okay, there we go. Okay, back to the hammer. So I'm going to put in a fire pit. Now you can't put the fire pit on a wooden floor, so that's why I sort of destroyed the floor next to it. Now, I don't know why it won't let me get rid of this bed here, but it's slightly annoying. But anyway, what we're going to do, see, when you're in shelter and you got a fire going, you get buffs that make things better. But the fire can be put out by the elements. So what we're going to do is we're going to go outside. Outside, and I'm going to try and get this. Boom. Alright, so if I go like that, it should. Yeah, that'll probably work. And what I'll do is just put a little bit like that. Boom. There we go. And now I've got myself a chimney. So that way, because otherwise, when you go to sleep, you can't actually die. Like, if I go close enough here, and I'm right over the fire, it'll. Oh no! I got too close, and I'm in the fire. And I'm burning now. So I don't want to do that. All right, I need more wood again. All right, now I'm going to show you one of the more dangerous aspects, especially in the early game, and that is cutting down trees. So, and we'll get there eventually. Alright, now, if the tree lands on you, you will die. It will kill you, especially when you have bugger all health like I currently do at the moment. Later on, when you've got armor and, you know, eating plenty of food and got gigantic health amounts, you will survive. But as it stands right now, you do not want a tree to fall on you because, yeah, you will die. And the problem is, at the moment, because I haven't built a bed, I probably should have done that as one of the first things I did rather than building myself a chimney and fireplace. I would respawn back at the initial meadow, which isn't too far, but it's still a pain in the butt because then I've got to run back here. Fortunately for everyone, you will save all of your gear will be dropped on the floor, and so you can come back for it. Let's just get a roof bit on here. Boom, there we go. Good enough. Alright, cool. So now, so that is going up there. Yeah, well, I don't seem to be taking any damage, so there we go. Alright, so now I'm going to claim that, so that's now my spawn point. So if I die, station's too exposed. What? Okay, alright, let's just break that down and build it again. There we go. That should work now. There we go. Alright, cool. So the workbench is going to repair all of your gear. Oh man, okay, that smoke is getting way too bad. So what we're going to do, let's just go up here. Alright, maybe I need to get rid of... Let me get rid of this bit. There we go. There we go. I think the smoke's going to come out a little bit better now. Oh, that's actually a pretty terrible roof. Aha! But, see how that's now an orangey colour? Whereas here we've got green. It's actually a really clever system they've got where if it's not really supported properly, the weaker the overall structure is, the more it changes colour. So it'll go like, you know, green to orange, yellow, green to yellow, orange, red. So what we're going to do is we'll go here, building. So I think this one might be the better one to go with. Rotate it, boom. There we go. So now we got a proper roof bit. There we go. I could build the beams and what have you, like there, but I don't really want to at the moment. So yes, but as I was saying, workbench is great. It will allow you to repair all of your tools. At the moment, again, because it is early access, there is no gear requirement for there's no resource requirement when it comes to repairing all of your gear. Sorry, brain fart. It does happen. So, alright. Every so often when you sleep, these bits of info come up. They don't really add anything more to the game. It's more like just a thing. So, alright, so I've just got a bit of meat cooking there. So that's going to give me... There we go. Alright, so we saw how much my health went up with just the 2 bits here. When we add some meat, boom, there we go. And now you're going to see my health shoot up dramatically. So, what I really want now is to find some boars. Yep. Alright, okay, he's just telling me the same stuff. Alright, so now we're going to look for some boars. Now, I have seen it said that if you pay attention enough, you can work out the patterns of the animals in the surrounding area. Me, I don't have that sort of patience, so I just sort of end up wandering around until I come across what I want. So, mind you, I also then don't pay attention to where I'm seeing things and what have you. You know, sort of a high risk, high reward type situation. I can either run around and find piles of stuff or run around and find nothing. So, alright, how are we going here? Okay, so almost back to the bit where I started. I do believe the first boss is not too far from that starting point. At least it wasn't in my first world. Being that he's sort of the introductory thing, you wouldn't think it'd be too far away, but you never know. You never know. Especially when everything is procedurally generated. But right now we're looking for some wild boars. That's deer. That's not what I'm looking for. I've probably got more raspberries than I actually need at the moment, but let's just grab them anyway. Now, good news is you can also tame boars. It takes a while to do it, and it can be a pain in the butt trying to get it to work, but it is definitely possible. So, all you basically do is you construct a pen once you've got enough wood to do so. You build a pen for them to hang around in, and then lure them in. So basically run up on them, get them to chase you, and lead them to your pen. I have tried doing it with a gate and then closing the gate behind them and whatever. Didn't work out too well. The best thing is just make sure you got plenty of health. They don't hurt very much at all. And if you've got plenty of health, then you can just let them gore you. You just stand there and they'll gore you, or try to gore you while you here we go. Boom. Oh, 3 of them, nice. Boom, that's 2. Come on, buddy. There we go. That's 3. Yeah, while you're building the thing. Okay. Oh. Okay, so what we're looking for, what we're after at the moment is these leather scraps. Once I get another 4 of them, I can build a crude bow, which will then allow me to hunt the deer that I need in order to summon the boss once I know where to go for said boss. So we're just sort of wandering around at the moment, just sort of hoping to find things. Also, a tip for new players. Basically, the inventory slots you have here are all the inventory that you have. When you build armor and equip it, like if you make yourself leather pants, leather shirt, and a leather helmet, it will take up 3 of your inventory spots. So later on, as you start, being able to harvest more stuff faster, it can then become a bit of a juggling act on managing your inventory. But once you do get to the Black Forest and get yourself some copper and tin to make bronze, my recommendation would be to have the first thing you make be a set of bronze nails, because then you can build a cart which you can shove absolutely everything and anything into, up to its storage capabilities, of course, but there's no weight limit that will stop you from moving. Because if I was to load up and get encumbered, I could move as long as the only distance that I'd be able to move is what I have on my stamina bar. Once that ran out, I would then be stuck in place until I offloaded stuff. So you don't want to end up having to make the choice between oh no, you know what I forgot to do? Ah, good. We can see my bed is up there. You don't want to have to make the choice of potentially losing resources that you've, tried hard to get. Okay, come on. Alright, back to a meadow again. There's got to be something around here. Lots of just running around at the moment. I just need 4 more pigs. Just 4 more. And then to make it all the way back to my bed. But, Alright, and that looks like we're hitting the Black Forest biome, which is where I do not want to be in my current state. This area would be good for a base because of all those rocks around it. Oh, a former village. You can always look out for these, because, like, yeah, I set up shop in the one earlier, but there we go. There's a chest. So it's got some flint arrows for when I finally make a bow. So it'll give my arrow shots a bit more stopping power. Aha! There's another piggy. Now one of the good things is, as soon as you pick up something, like sort of a crafting material that you've never had before, or an item, you may not be able to craft it yet, but if you, like, say those arrowheads that I just made up, that I just picked up, I can then use them to, okay, let's get rid of that one. I can then craft them myself as long as I have the ingredients. Where'd those pigs go? I need them. Aha, there we go. There's one. Boom, he's down. Where'd the other one? Oh, okay. Black Forest. I do not want to go in there. There's that one. The Black Forest is where you'll encounter sort of the next level up from the Greylings. They're called the Grey Dwarfs, and you got to be careful, because once you start harvesting stuff in there, especially at night time, they will swarm you. So, alright, I've got enough of the leather. What I'm going to do... So here's the thing that also the game does not tell you, right? If I build a workbench... Oh, that's the wrong button. If I build a workbench out here, once I can put it down, there we go. You might think, yep, cool, can use it. crafting station needs a roof. So everything, pretty much everything in here needs in this game needs a roof. All of your crafting stations need a roof. If you're you know, to use the bed, you need a roof. Let's see if that works. That might. No, that needs a roof. Okay. Let's just go building. Boom, one of these. There we go. That might make it work. There we go. All right, cool. Okay, so I need more wood. Oh, if I didn't have to build that, I would have been able to... Oh, okay. This will give me some extra wood easily. That's also a tip for getting resources fast. If you come across an encampment like this, or buildings, just place a workbench and then you can destroy everything around. And well, we've gone from 8 to 21 without me having to chop a tree. So, just repair the hammer. Alright, so I'm going to craft the bow. I'll just do a couple of arrows as well. So you can upgrade all of your gear once you have certain stuff. Let's just eat that. I don't have any more meat to cook. Alright, we can hear deer. Unfortunately, I'm probably going to be downwind from them. But I also want to head in the right direction so we can head back to my camp. Hopefully we can hunt some deer on the way. So this fog will be slightly annoying. But it is what it is. Now, when it comes to hunting, the one thing that you want to learn, control, will sink you into stealth mode. You will drain stamina moving that way, but as soon as you stop, it will regenerate. So keep that in mind. Does make it a bit easier for the hunting. So I can hear a deer around here. Trying to find it at the moment. Oh, there we go, right there. Now, obviously, because this is a very weak, crude bow, it doesn't have much power. So you've actually got to... There we go, got him. You've actually got to account for a significant amount of drop when you're hunting. You will get used to it pretty quickly. There we go, deer trophy. So that's one of the things that I need to summon the first boss. What am I doing? The map's what I want. Okay, this way. Da-da-da-da-da. So, admittedly, you will get a lot of trophies from the animals you kill. You will eventually be able to mount them on the walls if that's your thing. Me, I end up, I'll keep some of them just in case for whatever reason I need to use them. But then the rest of them, they spotted me. See that exclamation mark above them? Oh, hang on, that one didn't though. So, let's just stay still, buddy. Got him! Alrighty. So, some deer hide. Alright, I got 2 trophies. But technically, I've got the most basic stuff that I need in order to take out the first boss. I'd rather, Oh, actually, let's go with the club so I don't actually ruin my axe. Yeah, sorry, as I was saying, I've got the most basic stuff. I'd rather have some leather armor crafted. That's going to mean I'm going to have to take out a whole bunch more deer in order to do that. And, we're already about 35 minutes in. So, here's what we're going to do, because I do love that first boss fight, but unfortunately, the gods weren't really with me in placing me in an area where I could make good use of the resources and get there very quickly. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to jump out of here. We're going to leave this guy to his fate. He's just a throwaway anyway. And what I'll do, I'll break out my normal guy, and I'll come back to show you the fight. So I will, rather than make you guys watch it all, I will pause it. I will effectively pause this, and I'll be right back. And welcome back, guys. So, alright, so I'm in my main world now. This is my main dude. As you can see, his gear is a little bit upgraded from our old mate who had only just started out. So I've got a bunch of bronze stuff. I've got a pile of equipment on me that I just happen to have when I loaded up the character. So, what we're going to do, we're going to wait, I'm going to put those into there. Alright, and put them there. So that's the sacrifice. So now we're going to hunt the dude. Now this fight won't be that difficult for me, being that I've got all this upgraded gear and stuff. But like I said, it is a really cool fight. And there he is. Ooh. And you can block his laser blasts. Blocking will become a big part of the combat, because when you do it and you can stagger, and you stagger enemies, it leaves them wide open and you can take big chunks of their health out. Fighting this dude is also helpful because he takes out a whole pile of trees, so you can harvest the wood while you're at it. I have on occasion also, you know, when I've noticed he's cleared out an area, led him over to where more trees are, so that way I can get them knocked down a lot easier. So, also, if when you're fighting, you can get him to knock down these birch trees, these white ones here, they will give you fine wood and open you up to some extra crafting capabilities. So, well, I think maybe he couldn't actually. No, it doesn't look like even he can't knock that down. So, which is strange, but you know, it is what it is. So yeah, there's a mad storm going on when you take him on, whatever. Almost there. There we go. He's dead. Like I said, it wasn't going to take me very much to take him out. But there he goes. And then you get the big ass trophy. Now you actually take that trophy back to the starting point, and it unlocks a power that you can use. I'll show you on my one. There you go. Oh, another one of these dudes. I'm just gonna get lost. So there we go. So yeah, you put it on there. That unlocks a power that buffs your stamina or decreases the stamina drain. And yeah, so and you also get these hard antler pieces, which are then used to build your first pickaxe, which will allow you to actually break up stone and start mining stuff. One tip if you are interested, because you will chew through your pickaxe rather quickly. You know, you don't always get a piece of copper out of the copper bits, the copper veins that you're trying to mine. So I've actually killed him about a half dozen times now, and got a whole stash of the pickaxes in my hut at my main base. So for now, we might just leave that there, I think. And yeah, so that's been Valheim, and it's very interesting to see where it's going. There is so much, you know, like a lot of the survival games, there's so much creativity that that you can get into yourself and just, well, I mean, let's just well, just a little bit further along, we're gonna have my main base. You know, the little shack that we passed up near that up near the starting area was my original building, and then I decided to come down here and make one that's a little bit better. And you can see it in the distance there. I even got myself a boat so I can go sailing. Not that it's very easy to go sailing, but I can do it. So there we go. So we got smelters and kilns. I got a beehive for some honey. We've got a mad setup in here with chests for everything I could need. And I've only just realized what I can use my second story for, but I can come in and use it. I'm going to make this my portal area, because when you set up 2 portals, that provides you fast travel. You will carry anything that you have on you, like weapons and tools and what have you. But if I was to harvest a pile of metal, that's a no-go. So on the map here, this is where I've just teleported to, and that's where we came from. So I don't think you can actually see it. You're not seeing the mouse click. Okay. So basically, the bit that says home is where I came from. So, and I've got to get myself down to the elder there, down to the bottom right. Anyway, I think that's enough of wasting people's time. I hope you've enjoyed this look at Valheim and got yourself a few little tips to start off with. And yeah. Keep your eyes out. I do think it is going to be a very big game. Like, it's early access at the moment, and it already has over 5 million copies sold. So it's definitely one of those games that's going to do really, really well. So thank you, and yeah, have a good one. Ladies and gentlemen, I certainly hope you have enjoyed this video. Once again, my name is Shaun. You can find me on Twitter at ShaunHubP2. You can also find all of my work here on player2.net.au. As you can see on the screen, you can find us on Twitter at player2au, and we do also have a Patreon, which helps to keep the site running and allows us to pump out the content that we all love to do, and and basically keep us going. So any help there is appreciated. Thank you very much for watching. Remember, like, subscribe, turn on your notifications, all of that YouTube stuff, and I'll see you next time.